and girls. I'm Mrs. Bathiany, and I'm going to be your kindergarten teacher. Welcome to my reading corner. We're going to read so many wonderful books together this year and just fall in love with reading together. But right now, I want to read you a little story that you might listen to at bedtime tonight, the night before your first day of kindergarten. And it's called First Day Jitters. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling a little bit jittery in your tummy about starting kindergarten tomorrow. Let's find out what happens. First day jitters. Sarah dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody. And it will be hard and I just hate it. That's all. You might know some friends starting school and you might not know some friends starting school. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. Picture shows the police coming and looking for her because she's missing from school. They will think that I am lucky and they will wish that they were at home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game one more second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. She does not want to go, does she? Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the kitchen. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Here she is coming to the kitchen. He's giving her her things that she's going to need. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. How are we feeling when we have cold and clammy hands? A little bit nervous. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. Have you ever felt like you couldn't breathe before because you felt so nervous? And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. She doesn't want to be seen. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on. I'll show you where to go. You're slumping down still. She doesn't want to be seen, but the principal's coming to get her. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulders as Sarah rushed to keep up. See all the kids. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. So who was the person? Who was the Sarah who was feeling so nervous and scared? It was the teacher. Did you know that teachers can get nervous and scared too? And I'm going to tell you a little secret. Are you ready? It's my first day at Cassidy Elementary too. I moved here from Ohio last year. So this is my first day at Cassidy. So we get to do it together. And I am going to be there for you, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow and give you a big, big hug. Have a great night. Don't forget to put your jitter glitter under your pillow tonight if you are feeling a little bit jittery. And I will see you tomorrow, boys and girls.